Hello, my name is Neil Hamburger. Why are M&Ms filled with chocolate? Because it would be illegal to fill them with shit. Why did E.T., the extraterrestrial, love Reese's Pieces so much? Because they have the same flavor that cum does on his home planet. Why is it impossible to obtain peace in the Middle East? Or, wait. Sorry. Why is it impossible to obtain pieces in the Middle East? Reese's Pieces. Because the Reese's company doesn't have a distribution deal down there.
So tell me who you are.
My name is Neil Hamburger, and I'm America's funny man.
How long have you been in the biz?
14 years straight, and a couple of years that weren't so straight, but I don't want to talk about that on TV.
So what got you into the world of comedy?
Was in a teen youth program for troubled teens, and rather than just load me up with Xanax and all that, they decided to put me on an open mic comedy stage to see if I could exorcise some demons that way, and I didn't really, but I got a bad, failed career out of it.
So what do you think of the world of comedy?
Well, a lot of these comedians will stab you in the back to take a booking from you. You know, they're not nice people. I'm sure you figured this out if you're interviewing them here for this show. It's very competitive.
Any worst situation that you can remember?
Well, I woke up in a trash can one morning, and that was a little bit worse. But that was just a one morning thing. This is an entire lifetime of these sort of slights, you know?
So what about the Chicago Comedy Festival? What's that like?
You know, a lot of times I play at the pizza parlor, some of your smaller pizza parlors, or some of the small Indian casinos and things where you get paid either in nickels or in pizza. So these guys have real currency and they have real audiences, and so I'm having a great time. Can I drink on TV?
Sure. So this is your first time at the festival?
Yeah, as far as I know.
What do you think of Chicago?
It's a wonderful city. You know, they have the songs about it, and they have a chamber of commerce that promotes it, so they know what they're doing.
Think you'll come back?
I would like to, you know, unless there's a depression coming up and things, so I can't guarantee it.
What do you expect as far as work with the depression coming up?
Well, I don't expect anything really. I've got a TV series that I'm trying to pitch. If you want to talk about that right now, we can get that going, or a motion picture. Maybe I could do something at children's birthday parties. I can change the X-rated jokes so that they're more on the line of the PG sort of thing, or whatever you have, you know, the balloon animals, I could learn that. I just want to keep working and keep being America's funny man.
I understand that maybe you don't want to talk about it, but there was a recent disappointment in your life.
Oh, you mean just a minute ago when I was on stage? Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad show. But yeah, we do have our disappointments from time to time, you know, usually. There's the divorce and the ex-wife and the lawyers and the lawsuits and the plagiarism that some of the comedians have done, where they take your material and they take your style, you know, and so it all adds up, and it doesn't lead to a happy life.
Now, so the divorce is something you really want to talk about? Or?
Well, I can't talk about it because the lawyers won't let me, you know. I talk about it on stage, and they took all the royalties from my Raw Hamburger album, and they give that directly to the ex-wife. So this is a bad situation, sir.
And with this festival going on, have you been able to address any of these plagiarism issues?
No, I just try to tell my jokes really quietly so none of the other comedians hear them and they don't take them.
You seem to be affected?
I can't really tell. I've had too much to drink tonight. I mean, it's not a usual thing. I'm a firm believer in Alcoholics Anonymous. I disagree with them on a few points, like the thing where they don't want you to drink, but the rest of it I think is wonderful.
Is there anything you'd like to add for the Chicago TV audience?
Well, you know, they should keep buying my buttons. I have souvenir buttons and magnets and CDs and the whole thing. That's my life!